So, hey everyone, welcome to this new lecture for the series of Career in Python Programming. And for today, we are going to discuss the operators, or we can say the Python operators. So, from the operators, as the name itself saying, we need to operate the variables, right? For an example, if I'm adding the two numbers, or giving the two variables a and b, and in between them I'm using a plus b. That means that plus which I'm giving is our operator. So we'll be going to discuss here different kind of operators. Apart from that, one thing you must know, operators is something which has the symbols, right? And operand is something, the values which we are using in behind the symbols, right? Or beside the symbols, right? For an example, I'm giving a plus b. A and b would be my operand, and operator would be my plus, right? Let's take an example here. So we are going to discuss here operators, right? So operand would be my a as well as b. So these are my operands, right? And if I'm doing plus, if I'm doing minus, if I'm doing multiplication, if I'm doing division, these all are my operators, right? So this is what we need to know before moving ahead. Okay, so now you are having the basic idea what is operator. So there are basically these six type of operator in which mainly we will be discussing some of them. That is arithmetic operator we have, comparison operator we have, logical operator we have, bitwise operator we have, assignment operator we have, identity operator we have. So in between all of them, some of them are important and some of them are not. So we are discussing here the important things, which is important for your future to make in career for the Python programming, right? So we'll be discussing first of all arithmetic operators. So what is arithmetic operator? As I've earlier told you that plus, minus, multiplication, division, these are our operators. So these operators are not different from arithmetic operator, right? These are directly, we can say, these are our arithmetic operators which is used to just addition, subtraction, multiplication or division of any two variables, right? So you can see these are our arithmetic operators. This one is for use, this one is used for plus, this one is used for minus, then multiplication, division, and this one is our floor division, this one is our modulus, and this one is our power, right? So I hope you are all familiar with these. Okay, so let me make it more clear to you. If I'm giving a equals to 9 and b equals to suppose 3 I'm giving. Okay, now I want to do a plus b. I will be using here directly print statement. In the previous video we have already discussed what is the use of this print statement. It is being used to show the output, right? So when I'm just running this code, I'm getting the output of, okay, it is taking some kind of time to get connected with the Python 3 Google Compute Engine backend, right? So wait for a while. Okay, for then I will be discussing, like you can see here, x plus y, x minus y, x multiplication by y, and x division by y, x floor division. So the main thing which is asked in the interviews is like this one: x float division with y and x floor division with y. So we will be discussing it here. Now when I'm just adding these things, I'm getting 12. Now if I do just use here the subtraction, then what I'm getting is I will be getting 6, right? Now if I just use multiplication, what I'm getting, I will be getting 27, right? Now if I use this division, I will be getting 3. Okay, 3.0. Now what we need to understand here is that float division and that floor division, right? First of all, we will be discussing about float division. So the difference between float and floor is when I'm doing the float division, I'll be getting the value with a point, 3.0 I'm getting. But in case of floor division, I'll be getting an integer output, right? For an example, I'm writing here print A, B, double division, and just comment it out with floor division. Okay, just run this code. You will see the difference here. It is in the float, right? We are having the point value with 0, like 3.0 I'm getting, and here I'm just getting 3. So this is the basic difference between floor and float. Okay, now the other thing is modulus. So for the modulus, if I just do one thing, which is like this one, it will give me the reminder. Okay, so let's run this code. You will see 0 would be the output. Okay, so because if I'm just dividing 9 with 3, I will not get any kind of reminder, so the output is 0 here. Apart from that, if I'm just giving this double stars, double asterisk, so this means I'm just calculating the power of 9 to the power 3, so that is like somehow you can just write it as 9 to the power of 3. This is how it will get calculated, and the answer would be this one, 729. 9 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 9. Okay, so this is all about this arithmetic operators. Moving ahead, we have already discussed float and floor division. Now another thing which we'll be going to discuss is, okay, let's comparison operator. Okay, so now we'll be discussing the comparison operators. We have already discussed about the arithmetic operator, so let's write it here. Arithmetic operators we have already discussed. Now moving ahead with the comparison operators. Okay, now for an example, I'm giving a equals to 3 and b equals to 6, right? Now comparison operator is generally used to compare the two variables, right? For an example, if I'm just writing if, you don't have to remember what is this, but one thing just you should know here is the comparison operator. So the comparison operator will let us know or just compare the two variables. Okay, if I'm just writing a and this one is our comparison operator, which is greater than a greater than b, so what it should give, print a is greater, okay, greater than b. Okay, so when I just run this code, it is not giving me any kind of output because it is false. Why? Because a is not greater than b, is smaller than b actually, so we are not getting any kind of output here. Now what if I just change this operator to less than? Now it will give me the output, which is a is greater than b, because this one is a comparison operator which is comparing a with b, right? So we have different kind of comparison operators which I will be showing here is this one is less than, this one is greater than, one more thing is less than equals to, and we can have the greater than equals to, and one more is not equals to. Okay, this one is not equals to. Okay, I will let you know how we can use this one. So if I'm just writing a, we have already write down a equals to 3, b equals to 6. If I just write down a does not equals to b, we all know that 3 is not equals to 6, so it must print this one, right? Is not equals to. I will just change this one. A is not equals to. Okay, so when I just run this code, I'll be getting a is not equals to b because it got true because it is not equal, right? So this is how we can use the comparison operators. This is all about the comparison operators where we just use to compare the things or compare the two variables, right? Now other one is a logical operator. So logical operator, as the name itself saying, that here we'll be using the logics, different logics, and let me tell you what it is. So basically we have different kind of logical operators, which is like or, and uh, these are basically used in the logical operators. So if you want to use them, one thing you must know when we are just using or. So if there is two situation, for an example, I'm just giving a equals to 3, b equals to 4, and c equals to 9, right? Now I am just going to use or operator now. So what a or operator will do, if the any of the situation is got true, right? If any of the situation is got true, then definitely the or operator or the logical operator of or is going to give the true, right? For an example, if I'm writing if what, A is greater than B, and or I'm just giving here, and B is less than C, right? Just going to print logical. Okay, so the logical should be printed if it got true, right? So the main operation which is going to happen is with the help of or the we can say the logical operator would be going to have the major plan here for these two. Okay, so we can see A is greater than B. No, it is not. And B is less than C. Yes, it is. It is true. So we got this one true, and this one is we got false, right? So let me just make it some uh, bigger picture to you. Okay, so we got B is less than C. Yes, this is true. But if I'm just going to check A is greater than B, then it is not. So we got one false and one got true. But when we are using the or, I've already told you if any of the situation got true, it does not going to check any other one, right? So this means we will be getting here the true, right? The whole statement would be true here now. Now, in this case, the logical would get printed. So if we run this code, the logical would get printed. Okay, so this is how the OR operator would be going to work. If in this case, I'm just going to add AND operator. Now the situation is different and got reversed. If any of the situation got false, then whole kind of statement will got false. So in this case, the logical will not get printed. So if I just run this code, you can see there is nothing being printed over here. So this is how we can use the and or operator, which is generally the part of logical operator and mostly used. Okay. Now we will be just leaving bitwise operator because we will be discussing it in further videos when it is required. But the other thing is assignment operator. So the most widely used assignment operator is you can see I'll be going to tell you. So we are going ahead with the assignment operator. So assignment operator is something in which okay, assignment operator is something in which we are going to assign the values. For an example, if I'm just giving equal, what is it? It is our assignment operator because it is used to assign the values. Okay, for an example, if I'm just writing a equals to 9, okay, what it is going? Okay, I'm just writing it here a equals to 9, right? And just writing over here, just printing it out. Print the value of a. What is the value of it? We'll be getting 9, right? Let me delete this cell. Okay, now I'm just getting 9. Okay, now one thing that I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do a or b equals to a. That means I'm just assigning the value of a to the b. So this equal is our assignment operator, okay, which is going to assign the value of a to the b. So if I just going to print b here, the value we'll be getting is 9 because 9 was assigned to a, and now the value of a, which is 9, is being assigned to b, and we are just printing it over here. So this is how the assignment operator going to work. And the last one is our identity operator or membership operator. So let's look at it. So basically these membership operator or the identity operator is something like we will be going to use in our advanced lectures. So what is it actually? We will be looking at here from this example. Okay. So basically if we are just talking about membership operator, it is uh, being used with the help of in, right? What is in that? Okay, let me tell you this one as well. Okay, we are going to discuss here membership operator. So membership operator is that in which we will be going to use in. Okay, right? So for an example, I'm just writing it over here. Set. You don't have to remember what is set right now. Just you have to know what is membership operator, right? So I'm just going to write 1, 2, 3, right? and just giving another value which is b equals to 4, okay, or b equals to 2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check over here if b in a. What is a? A is actually our whole set in which we have different values. Now I'm going to print what b is available. Right, now just run this code and you will see the answer is b is available. So what actually in is doing is it is going to check whether the value of b is in a, right? So in operator is doing the thing, it is going to check the membership of b in a, right? So this is how we can use the membership operator. Now moving ahead, we have different operator which is the identity operator. Let's talk about this as well. Okay, and one more thing I want to add on here is if we do not have B in A, for an example, I'm just giving it here 4, right? And I'm just going to change it not in, right? So this is also our membership operator, but it is inverted to in only. We are just adding it here not. So now in this case, B is not available, I have to write, right? Because b is 4 and it is not available in the upper set. So this one got true and we got this statement to be printed on the screen. So right, I hope it is clear to you. Now talking about the identity operator we have in which we will be going to use the is. Here we were using in or not in, but in case of identity we will be going to use is. So what actually is? Okay, we are just going to know here identity operator. Basically, in identity operator, we are going to check the address of it. Okay, for an example, I'm just giving the value of a equals to 9 and b equals to 8. Right, now I'm going to check if a is b, it should print. If it is equal, it should print yes, equal. And if it is not, then what it should do, it should print not equal. Okay, now in this case when I just run this program you will see not equal. Why? Because a is 9 and b is 8. That means if I'm just checking a is b, is going to check its address. If the address of a is equals to b, no, because 9 is being stored into a which is having the different address, and 8 is being going to stored in the b which is having the different address than a. So these are not equal, so we will be going to for the else statement and this is got printed over here, right? So basically is operator is going to check our address whether the address is same or not. For an example, if I just use b equals to 9, now in both the cases we have same kind of values we are just storing. So in Python what it actually do, in the memory it just store the value of 9 at the same particular position because 9 is same for both the cases, right? Okay, so when we just run this program, in this case it should print yes equal because a is having the same address of 9 and b is also having 9. That means both are having the same address, so it should print yes equal. So you can see here yes equal it is being printed over here. Now if in case I'm just going to use b equals to a, in this case the address of a will be just same as b. So in this case as well you will be seeing here that it is being printed over here yes equal. So identity operator is going to check whether our address is so same or not, right? So this is how the different kind of operators used to work in Python programming. These operators are very much important when we'll be going ahead with arrays, string, because there we will be going to check particular indexing of that element. So this is all about this video. Hope it is clear to you all. We have done operators in this video, and in the next video we will be talking about advanced operators. These two were also the advanced operators, but remaining operators we will be talking about in the next video. Hope so, most probably. So thank you so much for joining us.